Welcome to The Patty Show. My name is Patty Setiatti, and in this podcast, we'll explore the crossing point of the three P's: passion, pleasure, and positivity, and how they can lead you to your own personal paradise. We'll chat with inspiring guests, share practical tips, and dive into stories that will empower you to live your best life. Let's get the Patty Party started. Welcome back to The Patty Show, everybody. Woohoo! Yes. Wow. Great applause from some heavy jewelry.
Right.
Wow. The Patty Show audience.
The only jewelry I have.
Wow. Patty Show audience, you guys are getting some upgrades. I see y'all. Well, welcome back, y'all. Episode 84, Rewriting the Rules. What a great title. It's a fun one. You guys know it's your host, Patty Setiatti over here, and I have the honor, the privilege of showing you guys multi-passionate people that I have the pleasure of connecting with. They bring positivity to this world, and they inspire you to pursue your personal paradise. Whew, that's a lot of P's right there.
That's a lot of P's.
Yes, sir. A lot of alliteration on the Patty Show. And before we continue, speaking of P, Penny, our girl, she was on the previous episode. Her first podcast ever. She's just a rock star, mom of two. She's on her empty nesting fun vibes right now, vacationing. I think she's watching this on vacation probably. But thank you for the amazing bread, the vibes, and your hoochie coochie. Okay. Well, that sounds crazy out of context, but you guys have to check out. I was going to say check out her hoochie coochie, but it's not hers. Watch the episode. It's a good vibe. She gives a lot of real estate investing advice. So a lot of serious topics, but also a lot of fun, laughs, and good energy. We acted together, and I hope we can have some more projects together. And speaking of acting together, my guest today, I don't know if you guys are ready. My guest blends high finance and Hollywood so effortlessly, like the green outfit matching the green ball with the blue for the accent and the ring and everything. This guy's just fashionable. A graduate of the UCLA Extension Producer Program with a deep history on commercial sets. Oh, look at that. He made our time together a memorable one, a pleasurable one that I will never forget. He is a passionate actor, model, voiceover artist, vocalist. He does it all, and many more. He embodies passion in everything he does. Give it up for the legendary, my brother, Southeast Asian brother out here, Anthony Lagasca. Lagasca, my man. It's been too long.
Good to see you.
It's been good to see you, brother. I'm so grateful to have you on the show, man.
It's good to be here.
Yes,
it's
blessed,
a great
man.
show.
I'll pay you later. I'll have to sell my watch though. But it's not as fancy as yours, which we'll get to eventually.
Right.
But man, if you could do like a self intro, with your background, hobbies, passions, and how we know each other. The floor is yours, brother. Do your thing.
Okay. Well, where do I start? I mean, I've been living in Los Angeles for a while. Actually, I just kind of relocated back from Houston.
Oh, Texas.
Where I spent like 3.5 years and just came back last April. And so I'm just kind of starting up again. And so this whole theme of this show is kind of in line with what I'm experiencing in life. Or maybe you knew that. That's why you picked me for this.
Of course. There's always a rhyme and reason.
Smart guy here.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
He wanted to be a lawyer, but
I love you, mom. Yeah. Love you, mom. You'll be on the show eventually. Take me back to LA. Born in LA?
Born in San Diego.
Nice. Okay. So cowboy.
Dad was in the Navy.
Oh, thank you for your service, pops.
So of course, all the Filipinos are
over.
I was born at Balboa Hospital in San Diego.
No way. Wow.
And,
okay.
And then we moved to Hawaii for a little bit.
Aloha.
And then Okinawa. And then back
Japan, bro?
Yeah.
Arigato gozaimashita.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, dude.
One of the bases there, and then back to California, which is in Ventura County.
Okay,
Oxnard.
nice.
So Port Hueneme base is where I primarily grew up from 7 years old through high school.
Military kid over here. Okay.
Military brat. Exactly.
Wow, man. And how many siblings did you have?
I have 2 younger sisters.
Okay.
And actually had 3 half siblings
Okay.
who are older, and it's funny, I didn't even know about them until I was in college, and
Oh,
I
man.
found out by accident. So it was
Wait, what do you mean? How did you?
yeah, it was a story. Like, so I guess I was going to UCLA at the time,
Yeah.
and we had finals, and then after finals, we went to Las Vegas, right? We met a buddy and some people,
Yeah.
some friends, and I met up with this girl who I knew that were good friends with my parents, when we were younger, and I just called her up, said, hey, I wanted to meet up, show us around, because she's local there, and then she didn't know I didn't know. And so she said, "Oh, did you know your dad's first wife is in town?" And I was like,
Bro, I would have been
"What?"
shook. I'm like, baby mama drama? What?
All that,
You're like, is this TMZ?
Yeah, I was like, "What?" I go, Frank, my friend was, like, "Did you hear what she said? I didn't even know this, And then she goes, "Oh yeah, and your half sister too." And I was like, "What?"
Dude, you should just write something
was
on. You gotta write like a sitcom out of that, dude. Honestly.
I was so floored, and she didn't know I didn't know, and she felt really bad, But I said, no, it's okay, But it kind of explained a lot of things growing up, like weird phone calls that would come.
Oh
in.
my God!
And you're like, what?
You're
Who
like,
was that? And like, oh, no,
uncle, it's the uncle. Yeah, right.
Uncle, this and that, and okay, I was like,
wow,
what?
oh my God, dude.
And you're like, wondering, well, what's going on? But yeah, so she wanted to meet, and we met, and we got along so well. She was the oldest.
That's amazing, man.
Right, she was the oldest. She's like 7 years older than me, and then there's 2 others under her. So they had 3.
Damn, Pops.
And there's 3 and with us too. With
Pops was busy.
My mom, yeah. And so they grew up in the Philippines, and then my dad sponsored them to come over.
God, wow.
They all live here now.
Hey,
so.
man, it's the Southeast Asian genes. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Indonesians too were like, hey, we're the 4th most populated for a reason. Let's say that.
Yeah, right.
I mean, my dad has 6 kids. All same mom though, so that makes it easier that I know of.
And then
wait a minute, I might have to call my dad to make sure. I'm actually the oldest one, so.
Oh, you're the oldest. Wow.
Yeah, surprisingly. No one believes me because I think I have too much fun. If you know
yeah.
But yeah, I'm the oldest one, and we have one girl, so she's like the little princess, and 10 years younger than me in high school, and I'm already stressed out because I used to take care of her all the time, so she's like my daughter, and now she's talking to boys, and I'm like, I get so riled up, guys. You better not talk to my daughter. I mean, sister. I'll be like the worst and best like girl dad, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm too overprotective. You don't have any kids of yourself?
No, I don't.
That you know of, though, right?
Yeah, right.
You're like, after that, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, Dad, that's too many, man.
Too many. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But that was like, and we got really close, and but unfortunately, she passed away like 7 years ago, maybe. Yeah.
But that's so cool that like they had that connection with you still. Though.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful thing because I mean, unfortunately, I've seen like cases where families that aren't like how do you say it? Like completely blood, they have like so much animosity towards each other, and then you're like, well, what did I do wrong? I didn't choose to be born. Literally, it's the decisions, and so it's nice that you guys have a good bond. Cause
we had a great bond with her, and
the whole family. So you still talk to like the other side of the family sometimes?
I actually don't. I've kind of lost touch with them, and I need to get back with them. Like we talked about having like a family reunion.
Well, this is the sign,
I'm gonna call them. We invite them over too, but it's just all kinds of family intrigue. You know how that is.
Oh, I know. Hey, man. That's why I have respect to your family that's not like fully blood. My family that's fully blood, there's a lot of drama, planning stuff. It's difficult,
It can be.
Well, hopefully they can watch this episode and come together.
Yes.
Maybe you just have a watch party of the Patty Show podcast.
Right. I'll watch together.
So guys, watch me in this podcast. And they're like, sure. Like, maybe that will unite everyone together.
Right.
If I could do that, that would be an honor. To bring a Filipino family
together.
A
healing.
Yes.
A healing in the family.
That's my purpose of the Patty Show. For after 80 plus episodes, I just want to bring a Filipino family together again. Yes. Amen. And then we can just cut to
right.
But speaking of the reunion stuff, how do we know each other actually? Because we are going to plan a reunion eventually. We were talking about it downstairs. How do we know each other, man?
So we met on a set.
Yes,
On a
yes.
project, and it was a fun project.
Secret. We can't get in trouble.
Yeah,
I don't have enough
and
money to
signed
pay
the
off.
NDAs, so
Yeah.
we can't
Woo.
release anything yet. But hopefully, one day.
One day would be kind of fun. But this is the flower section of the Patty Show, actually. Whoosh, 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 flowers. Like I said, the producer, he's kind of broke right now. Sorry, producer. We need more money for the flowers. Usually, there's real flowers. Yeah,
okay.
usually. But man, flowers to you, man. The first time we met on set, the energy was just so organic.
Yeah.
So fun. I mean, we were talking about it on Penny's episode and JC's episode too. Shout out JC too.
JC.
Yeah, man. Everybody, the chemistry was just wild. Like everybody was just like we knew each other before this, and even I was talking to Penny about it. There was a time where one of the directors were like, "All right, y'all are having too much fun.
I know.
like y'all gotta cut it out.
Laughing like crazy,
like maniacal laughing.
Just having a blast.
I know. It was
2 days.
Oh my God. I wish it was longer, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
Because we were just like I'm telling y'all, I wish we had some clips of it because like NDA with everything, we couldn't get anything out of it. Legitimately, it was one of the best days of my year that time, and
it was the best set that
I appreciate you for the energy too, man, because we were just laughing, singing some songs together. You remember that?
Yeah.
Come on now,
little
karaoke time. So I
have some songs.
Of course, I appreciate you, man. That was a fun, blessed time.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get that role, though, man? Tell me about the whole process.
Well, I think my agent actually sent it to me.
Okay.
And so I submitted for it and did what they required, the audition, was there a self-tape? I don't remember. I know there's like photos that they wanted, right? Close-ups and this and that. And then the next thing I knew, she says, "Hey, they booked you. You booked the
Hey, we love it. We love hearing that."
I was excited, like, yeah, that's great, and came together, and it was a fun time.
And the rest is history. Now he's on the Patty Show podcast. Look at that.
Right.
Life is good.
See what it does.
Life is blessed. We'll get to a little bit more about the project and on the acting, but let's run it back to, the roots again. San Diego, man.
San Diego.
I love San Diego, bro. I've been...
Well, I don't remember because I left, like, when I was 2.
Okay. But you go back every so often, or?
Every once in a while, yeah.
I just like the vibe there for some reason.
It's just a very chill vibe, yeah.
Especially if you go a little more down south to a certain place. Shout out TJ. And a special place that's not China.
Right.
But they call it Hong Kong. If you know, you know. Okay, I don't want to talk about too much because my mom watches the show. Love you, Mom. If you know, you know. But
maybe I don't know. I don't know.
We'll explore it on the second part of the episode. Okay. But so San Diego over there, you were born there, and you said you moved pretty early then, right?
Yeah. So I was like 2 and moved to Hawaii, and I think we're there for 5 years.
How does that whole moving process
3 years.
work, by the way, for like a military kids and like military families? Is it a set amount of time, or?
Yeah, usually the deployment is 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
And so that's what happened with being in San Diego. Then went to Hawaii for 2 years, I think, and then Okinawa. And I remember more of Okinawa because
you know a little Japanese then.
A little bit, skoshi.
Oh, skoshi.
I don't know if you knew, but my mom is Japanese.
Hi. Okay.
So I'm Filipino and Japanese.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah, my dad. That was a whole story of how they met. Because he met her in Japan, and he was actually a singer, and so he had a nightclub in Japan.
So his version of Hong Kong, then.
Yeah. And the story is that he offered her a seat on the train, and the rest is history.
Wow. Hey man, maybe that's how I'll find my wife. How about that?
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta go a train ride.
Seat. Yeah.
My lady. Wow.
Exactly.
Wow. Shout out to wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, if that didn't happen, you wouldn't be here, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's insane. So you know a little Japanese. How's your Tagalog?
Tagalog is not as good either. 2 languages I really wish I could speak.
They're tough, man. I mean, the only reason I learned Indonesian is because I went to school there for like 2 years. So you kind of forced because middle schoolers are bullies. So they just force you to learn the language and you have to survive basically.
Right.
But if I didn't, I wouldn't have known it because when I was in the States, there weren't a lot of people to practice with, Like a lot of my friends that are like, Salvadorian or Mexican or
Yeah.
like Brazilian, whatever, they have people that they can talk to that speak Portuguese or Spanish.
Right.
For us, like, it's small communities, and then usually if it's like first gen, I'm also first gen, it's like you maybe talk to your cousins.
But your parents spoke.
Yeah,
right?
but they want to teach us really because they want us to be good at English because they were also learning English kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like that whole dilemma, and then my cousins would only speak English too. So it's just like we had no exposure unless like my mom was ready gonna beat me up,
Oh, yes.
That's when I started learning Indonesian real quick.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Exactly.
Hey, hand signals, the pinchy.
Yeah.
Man, my mom was the hammer of the family. My dad would just be like, "Oh, just let him play video games."
Yeah, right. Okay.
Mom would be like, "It's time."
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So shout out to Mom, love you. We'll have you on the show eventually.
Yeah.
Oh god, that'd be so funny.
That'd be great.
But yeah, how was the disciplining like for you then for military parents, man? Strict
yeah,
or?
It was pretty strict.
Mm-hmm.
Although, because I'm the oldest and I was the guy, so I had two younger sisters.
Yeah.
Right, one's a year younger, one's 7 years younger. They were a little more strict with them, but with me, I kind of like, I don't know, I got spoiled, I guess.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I kind of like could do anything I wanted. I remember, my dad was in real estate, so he did really well. And I remember I was 15 and a half, they bought me my first car, and I was like, I didn't even have my license yet. And the car sat in the garage. I was like looking at it like, oh,
waiting for the day.
Yeah. Just 6 more months.
6 more months. He's like, it's like in prison. You're crossing the days. He's like,
yeah.
Like 1, 2, tally. Look at
right. But yeah. So grew up in Oxnard, which it's a good little town to grow up in, I guess. Big, nice Filipino community.
Okay.
My dad was very active in the Filipino community, like one of the leaders,
Oh, that's awesome. I love when people do that. I remember like when I was growing up, the Indonesian community was kind of small, but we were really tight. So it was nice seeing like my family go to the church stuff.
Right.
Or like Indonesia's majority Muslim country, so we would even do like some of the Ramadan festival stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like with their fasting and everything. So I love when like those tight communities just come closer for
together.
Like little things, little gatherings. They're just maybe watching a sporting event or just gossiping. Southeast Asians, we love to gossip.
Yeah.
We really do. I love how you're like a variation of me though, man.
Oh.
Japanese and Filipino,
right?
Chinese, Indonesian.
Oh yeah. So you're half Chinese?
Like technically a quarter, because my dad's side is like Chinese. It has some Japanese a little bit, but more Chinese-ish. Yeah. And then my mom is actually Indonesian, but close to the Philippine side actually.
Close to the Philippine side.
Yeah, so like in the northeast in Manado and North Sulawesi, you'll see like literally on the map, it's like maybe a 3-hour boat ride away.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah, so two of my brothers did like the ancestry test.
Yeah.
And majority of our DNA is actually Filipino.
Is that right?
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
We have no family that we know of, like no cousins. Like whenever I'm in like Southeast Asia, I don't think we have contact with anybody that lives over there. So I think maybe they classified it differently back then because like everything before colonization, everything was like its own kind of a mosh podge of everything. So maybe they counted that part as the Philippines, or maybe they did move from there to here or something.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not too sure, guys. I got to do all research, like I said, because of colonization. I think the Dutch burned a lot of documents. And then my grandpa is actually a year older than the country's independence.
Oh.
Yeah, so shout out to that. Shout out, Grandpa. He was strong. Yeah,
that's all fascinating to me. Like just the movements of people,
isn't it? Right?
Migrating
stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff.
It's so fascinating. I mean, like, I'm not saying it was a good thing, but it's like everything kind of happens for a reason. Like that led to literally. It's crazy to say us here. All the crazy stuff. Which like, I hate war and all that craziness. But hey, if you really think about it, we wouldn't be in this moment with all that stuff, man. I wouldn't be born if I wasn't Indonesian. I'll be a different entity,
Right.
We'll just be floating amoebas or something like
all
that.
All of us, right? If we stayed in those countries,
Yeah, man. Have you been recently again to the Philippines?
I haven't been to the Philippines in a while. Okay. Last time I was there was like in the 90s, I guess.
Okay.
And then, but I went to Japan in 2019.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah. And it was a blast. I loved it. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. The last time I was there, I was like 17.
Yeah.
And then
rebellious.
Back,
okay.
Yeah, and then because I guess my mom, her brother's there, and he had cancer, and she wanted to see him before, in case something happened. But we took the what's that? This bullet train, down south.
Ooh, that sounds fire.
It
Yeah.
was fun. It was lots of fun.
Yeah.
And it's a great country. It's beautiful.
I gotta go, man.
You know.
I've only done like a layover when I first moved to Indonesia.
Yeah.
We just stayed for like a night in a hotel, so I don't really count it. But when I was at the hotel,
Yeah.
how advanced everything was, like, I gotta go back eventually. My brother's girlfriend and some of the family are over there right now.
You said that. Yeah.
So I'm jealous. So y'all,
Wow.
this
And
episode,
just vacation.
yeah, just vacation, fun time.
That's great.
when I make those millions,
They're gonna have
I'll
a
be on
blast.
vacation. I don't know. Japan looks so amazing. I really have to explore over there.
Yeah,
'cause
you will have to. Yeah.
I love it so. I've done like Northern Europe, so that was really fun with my backpack over there.
Okay.
Not too bad. A lot of
I
hostels.
think I remember you mentioning that on our.
Yeah. A lot of hostels, staying at friends' couches.
Right.
I'm trying to find my wife. You know how it is. Still trying to find. So if you're trying to find me at Patty Setiata, you know what I'm saying? Do you have a wife, man?
I don't.
That you know of?
I never came close. Anyways, it just didn't work out. So
you almost proposed.
I was in love.
I was in love. Tell me. Did you buy a ring?
But it wasn't meant to be. I don't think. But I had good memories.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was in the Philippines and.
Mail order bride?
No.
Hey man, we don't judge on the Patty Show. We've had all types of people.
Right. I mean, I was there for like a Rotary Club exchange.
Oh, what?
As a businessman, because I was in my financial consulting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I got selected. There's 4 of us who they sent over with an older Rotarian, and then we stayed at all these houses, and they lived large, like the rich people there. Just like in any third world, the very rich and the very poor. But these guys were rich. They had drivers, they had maids, all this stuff, and we just went to meetings and just ate a lot, and then after that program, I stayed over for a month, and kind of visiting relatives, and one of my friends who I grew up with, his dad happened, or not his dad, but his uncle. His dad's brother happened to be like the president of ABS-CBN, which is a huge
like one of the
television
networks
in the Philippines.
That sounds familiar. I think they go to Indonesia TV sometimes.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
That sounded familiar to the letters. There's always like
ABS-CBN. Yeah, you can't.
That's very specific. Right. That sounded.
Yeah, so he was there trying to be a producer also. Yeah. He grew up in the States, and then he was producing the show, so we went down to the south of the Philippines, to Davao, and where we're shooting, and the lady who was the host, her name was Plinky. And I don't know if I should be saying this on
Well, we'll see. We'll find out if we get in trouble soon.
Yeah, I know. We'll just stop there. But anyway, that name, everybody, if you said Plinky and they're Filipino, they're watching, they're like, oh, Plinky?
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, that's also very specific, too.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing that. And now the FBI.
You can edit that out afterward in post.
The Filipino Bureau of Investigation is coming for you right now.
Yeah.
This is the real reason we have you on the Patty Show. Get the handcuffs, everybody.
Right.
Wow, that's a unique experience, though, man. Wow,
yeah,
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So, what's the dating market looking like right now? Chilling?
Right now, I'm just chilling because I'm just like trying to figure things out with like this new path in my life, this new chapter in my life.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Acting, and it's been great.
Yeah. It takes a lot of time. People don't realize because I was talking to my other friend the episode before Penny, my boy Kai, also an actor. He's in Yellowstone, actually, if you know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a cowboy over there, the homie. He has a lot of fun projects too. He signed a lot of NDAs too, so he can't say the projects, but there's some big ones. Let's just say
awesome.
It's exciting. But we were talking about how like with the whole acting stuff, it's just like there's so much that people think is easy. Everyone's like they look on screen like, oh, you just have to look pretty.
Yeah.
You just have to. But then you realize, nah, man, it's a well-oiled machine. It's timing, it's lighting, it's tempo, it's pacing, even positioning of different things, even like background. I mean, we talked about it with Penny earlier about like background. She's being humble, like, oh, I just do background. And I'm like, girl, you'd be surprised. There's people that are hard to work with and also don't know how to have good body movement, Like if I'm telling you, all right, take 5 seconds to pace, and then they're doing maybe 3 seconds, 2 seconds, it ruins the shot. It ruins everything.
Yeah.
You have to. It's a craft. People think it's just in
Yeah.
Indonesian we say like pandan enteng, where it's just like, oh, it's just easy. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
pretty boy, you just look cute
Mhm.
modeling over
Just
there with your
modeling, just
nice watch.
posing,
Yeah,
yeah.
But it's literally a craft.
It's work, yeah.
It
It's a
really is,
craft.
and it, like you said, it's work. And once you're in it, you kind of understand. I'm sure you get it too. Like when you transition to it, bro, you're like,
Yeah.
oh wow, yeah, I get it. It's all those auditions, all those random emails, text messages, self-tapes.
Self-tapes.
Oh
That
man,
is
we could have
fun.
fun time. We could have tangents on that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But that's just the way it is now. I mean, I don't know if that's preferable, like because they used to have the in-person
Yeah.
auditions, and then you're just driving all over town
Yeah.
and standing in a room. I did one though, like 2 of them actually in
Yeah.
persons, and
Nice.
I saw how that was. It was like packed with people, and
Yeah.
you just get your sides, and they say, "Okay, memorize this in 5 minutes." And you're like, "What?"
What? Yeah. It's a lot of pressure, and I'm glad you pointed out. I had one like maybe 2 months ago, and I was working in Playa Vista. I work in tech like for Meta and the AI stuff. So
Okay.
it was in Burbank, bro. You know how far that Playa Vista
Yeah,
drive?
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my days, man!
Especially after work during rush hour.
It was during work.
Oh, it was during work. Okay.
But I took a long lunch break. Don't watch this part, my boy Mark. Don't watch this part, maybe. But let's say it was a little crazy still, like the traffic. I go there, bro, and then like you said, so many people,
Yep.
different. I forgot what it was for, some like soccer vibe thing. And I wait forever. The call time for it was like, I don't know, let's say 11:30 or something. I don't get called up until like 12:30. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
bro, this is taking
Wow.
forever. And then it
Yeah.
takes 10 minutes to go in and out, leave, and they're like, that's it. We'll
That's
let you
it.
know. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I see why people don't do this in
Right.
person because it's not efficient. But if it's on the higher rounds of like selection, I think it's perfect because you'll actually see the vibe of the person in person,
And you get to meet the people,
Exactly.
producers and casting director.
Yeah, you can kind of schmooze a little bit, kind of
That's how
thing.
it used to be,
Now it's hard with like the self-tapes because you just see it from the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's why this is my recommendation for a lot of like actors out there or people transitioning.
Yeah.
Your online presence is super important for acting, entertainment,
social media.
Yep.
You're saying.
Yeah, having that portfolio. So then it's also like they can see your recent looks too.
Right.
They'll see like what your interested hobbies, especially like the commercial work we do, bro. It's so easy because then they're like, oh, do you play pickleball? And you just show a picture because you posted a picture on Instagram or Facebook or something. So those are some of the tips with the acting trade. It'll cost you guys all that stuff. Before we go into the acting, though, I do want to talk a little bit about your college life, man. UCLA.
Oh, yeah.
Go Bruins.
Go Bruins.
Go Bruins. How was that life, college boy? Going crazy?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
I know
it
you.
was a crazy time in my life.
That's why I can't settle down anymore. That's why
I can't really go too much into it.
We'll go off camera, brother. How about that?
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
But it was a great experience. I did ROTC.
Oh, nice.
U.S. Air Force ROTC, and I was also active in the Filipino organization there called Samahang Filipino.
That was a good one.
Had to say it right.
Hey, come on.
Right. Accent,
Hey,
no.
Yeah, that was fire, guys. Yo, that's tough. Okay, you just got accepted again.
Yeah, exactly.
Every couple of years, you have to get like tested. I'm actually the representative.
All right.
This podcast is just testing right now, dude. That's so sick. What were your like, I guess, responsibilities for that like
for
position?
for the organization?
Yeah,
for the Filipino organization, Samahang. Actually, I did 1 year. I was the what was it? The dance coordinator.
Dance coordinator.
Every year we'd have a Filipino night.
Oh.
And so we had this big program, and we're performing Filipino dances and skits and all kinds of things like that.
That's so funny.
And I had done Filipino dancing before.
What is that called? And
school.
what kind of movement is that really?
Well, usually there's like 4 suites.
Okay.
And they have the country suite, they have the Muslim suite, they call it.
Okay.
And then they have the Spanish ballroom suite. And then
the mamacitas over there.
Then they have the mountain suite, like the Igorots.
Oh.
They're wearing their little little raps. And
Oh, yes,
stuff
yes,
like
yes,
that,
yes, yes,
you
yes.
know, and it's kind of cool. But so, and actually, a bunch of us, like from that group, was like our barcada, we call, like our you know, the
Oh,
we
that
hang
sounds
out
fire.
with.
That sounds fire.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's tough right there.
We
God.
like auditioned for this Filipino dance troupe in
Yeah.
Los Angeles, and they were going to go to France
Mm-hmm.
for the International Folk Dance Festival.
International
Yes.
Folk Dance Festival.
And they were representing the Philippines.
Dude, that's amazing. That's next
So
level.
we auditioned and we got accepted, and you know, we're excited. We're going to go to France to perform, and yeah, it was a great time. It was a great experience.
Oh my God, man!
Yeah,
we gotta find those pictures somewhere,
Yeah, I
man.
know.
Those
For-
videos busting
I know,
it down.
For a whole month, we just stayed in, you know, different places, hotels, and performed in, you know, like in Nice and Cannes, you know, along the Côte d'Azur.
Ooh, good thing, Mr. Français.
Marseille.
Look at you, man. Hey,
I took
hey.
French after I came back from the trip. I took French in college because I thought this is cool.
Shout out to all the French speakers, especially you ladies. You know who you are. I was trying to. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was trying to learn French because of this girl too.
Uh-huh.
It was so hard, man. I'm just like, girl, your accent is good. Like,
Yeah.
teach me something. But I'm
Right.
like, I don't pay attention because I just, I don't learn French. I know about the French kisses though.
Yeah.
Mom, don't watch this part.
Okay.
Don't watch this part. Sorry.
All right.
Oh, it's college.
Cut it out in
College.
post.
Yes, yeah. I know. College though, man.
Yeah, so did that, and then
And
then,
you
of
were a
course,
math major, bro?
I was a math major.
Oh, well, look at you, proud Asian kid, right here. Proud
Yeah,
Asian
it's funny
parents.
though because you know I enjoyed the arts, right? And one of my buddies, he actually was an engineering major,
Oh, wow.
and then he switched to dance
Midway? Oh, my God.
right in the beginning.
He
Kind of,
was also Filipino?
Filipino.
Oh, did his
His
parents
dad
kill him?
was a doctor, you know, so of course he was supposed to be a doctor or engineer or something, but he
What did
hated
his parents say?
it. They just, I guess, they let him
Do it?
you know.
Oh, my God.
And I kind of was jealous, and I wanted to do it too, and I brought it up with my parents. Who were like, "No way, you know, there is no
Dude.
way we're gonna send you to school. If you do, we're not supporting you. You know, we're cutting everything and financially, and
Oh
you're
my
on your own." I
God.
was like, "Oh,
Mom, please. I'm a thespian.
I know.
I'm a thespian, mother.
I'm an artist."
Yes, I'm an artiste. Hear ye, father.
Yeah.
with the skull, you know.
Right,
Right.
Shakespeare.
Yeah. Where art thou?
To be or not,
Not
to
to
be?
be.
That was the question.
And they're like, you want to be broke or not
I know,
broke?
exactly. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah, they're like, you want to be broke or what?
Yeah.
I mean, I get the love, you know. Like, I was originally a theater major too, so my parents also
wow.
were kind of like,
Yeah.
I switched to communication because I think at least there was like some more broad,
Mm-hmm.
like things I could kind of branch out. I was also Asian studies minor, so that was
Oh, okay.
not just because I'm Asian, guys. I did go to a predominantly white school, so maybe that's so problematic. I
What
would
school did
say.
you go to?
Fairfield University in Connecticut.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out.
Oh.
Go Stags up, Jesuit school.
Oh.
But yeah, man. So the Asian studies was just because I took Mandarin, and I took Asian philosophy, and
Oh,
if you
wow.
take I took Asian communication as a class, like East and West,
Yeah.
and I just needed to write a paper to get the minor, and I'm like,
Wow.
I'm not good at math, but that looks
It's a
like
double
that's 1, 2,
major.
3 easy. You know what I'm
Double
saying?
major.
So that's right. That's how you finesse. But college, honestly, like because my sister is going into it right now,
Mhm.
she's like deciding right now and everything. I think the biggest thing is just like you were saying, doing all those activities. Like
Yeah.
find your people, find your tribe, and also like just say yes to a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of stuff that's gonna be booty. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've done some random stuff in college where I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I standing 5 hours for donations for something, you know? But also you have those fun trips, like you end up going to Francais out of nowhere, you know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and then you just meet lifelong
Yeah,
friendships, and,
friends, and yeah.
you know, you fall in love.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. A lot of partying. I'll just stop there.
Mr. UCLA, okay, Mr. UCLA. But then you also did like an extension program, I heard.
That was like, yeah, many
that's
years
like-
later. Like, that was 7 years ago, 6 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was living in Marietta at the time, and I was at part of this ministry, and they had a lot of, production, and so I wanted to learn more, so I just took some extension courses in producing and screenplay writing and
Okay, producer.
things like that.
We might need to bump you up as a producer for the Patty Show because
Yeah.
the producer here is no dinero.
Yeah.
fake flowers and
Looking
all.
for
You
an
know?
executive producer.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
oh, executive. Okay, now we might have to
That's
write
the
some
money
deals.
person.
We'll write the
Yeah.
deals right there.
Yeah.
Man, you did a lot of different schooling, man. I saw songwriting school
I
of
did go
LA.
to songwriting school of LA
What?
to Los Angeles.
What does the day to day look like for a songwriting school? So, just writing songs every day?
Yeah, you just learn different, background of songs, structures of songs. It was a great class, great school. I learned how to write a song, what made sense, what's a good format, all that stuff. It's just very important to be a good songwriter.
Beginner, right, and I want to write a song, let's say for
Mm-hmm.
my girl or something. I don't have a girl now. Like this is just
Yeah.
hypothetically. I see this cute girl. Maybe I go to the bathroom, 5 minutes to write it. What's a good structure to write this song?
I mean, there's a common structure. They have the verse, they have the chorus. Sometimes you can have a bridge before the chorus.
What is a bridge exactly? Because I know a lot of songs don't have a bridge anymore.
Yeah. So a bridge is kind of like it leads into the chorus. You can tell it's kind of different. It's not it's not the verse, melody of the verse, but it's not the melody of the chorus either. It has its own.
Okay, it kind of like sets up.
Yeah, sets it up, and then you go into
like a little climax thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think of like a famous bridge that.
Yeah, I'm trying.
A lot of R&B songs used to have it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, do you know the song like "Let Me Love You" by Mario? You should let me love you.
I might have heard it.
But there's one part.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how does it go? And then the bridge
it
is
goes
like,
off.
yeah, it goes like
else,
the
right?
bridge is like, you deserve better, babe. 'Cause you deserve better. Na, 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 na. Something like that.
Yeah.
He switches it up and then he goes back
into
to the chorus. Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
now I get it now.
That's the bridge.
See, look at that. Yeah. Now I can make a 5-minute song
Right.
when I'm in the bar waiting to see my French girl.
Exactly.
Bonjour. I'm learning from the class. Shout out to the Songwriting School of LA.
Yes.
They still do classes?
Songwriters in Los Angeles. They still do. And
awesome.
One of these days I have to go and visit because the director he's a real cool guy.
Awesome.
Really knowledgeable.
Shout out to you, my man.
So, yeah.
Dude, you did a lot of schooling, man.
Mm-hmm.
For someone that's a thespian.
Yeah.
What is Ella Madrid?
Ella Madrid.
Okay.
That was in Spain.
Wow, Mr. Spain.
I spent
Hola, mami.
a summer in Madrid.
Dude, that must
learning
be
Spanish.
I'm so jealous, dude.
Yeah, I enrolled in a language school because I wanted to become fluent in Spanish. I mean, I took it in high school, right?
You wanted to fall in love.
The 2 years in high school, and then I did 5 years at UCLA in Spanish. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
And then after that, I did French too, right? So,
yeah.
But it was really easy to learn because once you're learning the Romance languages, there's a lot of similarity.
Overlap?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was so easy to learn French too. But then I decided I just wanted to go to an immersion program, so I went to Spain.
Bro, I'm so jealous. I always wanted to go because my favorite soccer team is Real Madrid,
Oh, yeah. We went to one of their games.
Dude, I'm so jealous. Who was playing on the team?
Oh, gosh, you had to ask me that.
I know.
Names of people. This is like in
90. Was like the old Ronaldo there? Nazario with the bald Brazilian?
Maybe.
Roberto Carlos, maybe?
Yeah.
On the left side?
Older, yeah.
Was Beckham playing there yet?
No,
Did he move yet?
no.
Not yet? Okay, not yet.
No.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
It was fun.
Hala Madrid.
Hala Madrid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I want to go. I need to go to Spain. I still haven't been yet.
Yeah, you haven't been?
Yeah, because, that part of Europe I was thinking of going, like France and all that.
Right.
That's the expensive part of Europe.
Yeah.
Like Estonia is cheaper, you know what I'm saying? Like Poland is great.
Oh, Estonia.
Sweden.
Okay.
Yeah, Estonia is a really good spot.
That's cool.
Shout out Estonia. You know who you are. Sweden especially, you know who you are.
Oh,
I mean, you know what you are. What? Who? What? Sweden is good though.
Yeah.
Sweden's really good. They had like, it was nice because it's right across Denmark.
Okay.
And the currency is also krona, but it's a Swedish krona, so it actually gives you more value.
Oh.
And compared to the Danish krona. So that's a little hack. You can take a bridge that takes you like 15 minutes to the other side, and it's similar vibes. You can bike around. It's way cheaper, bro.
Yeah.
So I really recommend. I think it's Malmo with the 2 dots. Malmo. Malmo, Sweden. One of my favorite destinations, man.
Really?
And
okay.
yeah, Bali is still my number one, but I'm biased because I'm Indonesian. But, but Malmo
I'd
is.
love to go to Bali.
And let me know, boys trip.
I know. I want to. I want to go all like that whole Southeast Asia. Thailand, Vietnam.
Thailand is, bro.
Hong Kong,
Phuket, bro.
all
Ooh,
that.
man, bro. You don't want to leave. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
man.
that's on the beach,
Yeah,
right?
bro. Everything. Oh man. You don't want to leave. I can't tell the
you don't
stories
wanna
because my
leave?
mom will go crazy on me. I'll say that. Oh Lord, I need to make some phone calls. But man, I'm telling you, man, everything over there just vibes, good energy, and yeah, you just meet the nicest people. I actually did like this Muay Thai class a couple times.
Oh yeah.
And I became good friends with one of the locals over there, and he showed me around the island. So the Thai people, it's my boy's son. Shout out to my boy's son out there.
So you were visiting, or you?
Yeah, just like solo
okay.
traveling, and then I met a
I
lot of
see.
people, and my boy's son was showing me around. He's a
That's
Liverpool
great.
fan, so I'm Man United, but it's okay. He's still my homie. But
So you probably did the trip that I've been wanting to do.
Dude.
You know, like go all throughout.
yeah,
Asia.
I did it with that backpack only.
Wow.
Yeah, I recommend it. So, well, we'll talk more to plan this
Yeah,
trip. Maybe I'll make a
get
little
some pointers from
appearance.
you.
There's a lot. I didn't go to Vietnam though. That's the thing, because
Oh,
I
okay.
kind of was on a little bit of a rush because
Yeah.
I had to end up back in Bali to see my friend Lucario.
Okay.
Shout out to my boy. He's getting married soon. He just like finished his occupational therapy, I guess, exam or something like that. So he just wanted some time off and decompress. Going over a breakup too at the time. So
Right.
Bali's a perfect place
Yeah,
to do
that's
that.
beautiful.
So highly recommend, man. Yeah, man, Bali. I could talk about it forever.
Yeah.
Madrid was fun, I'm sure.
Madrid was a blast. Yeah.
Traveling,
And
I
then
think,
on
is
the weekend you just
essential.
travel to different cities. You
Ooh.
know.
Where did you go?
I went to the south,
Okay.
so mostly like Toledo, Malaga,
Oh, I heard Malaga's
Segovia,
really good.
things like that. You know. But I want to go north. I want to go to like the Basque Country.
Oh, why do they call
Yeah.
it that? The Basque Country?
Basque is a region in the northern part of Spain.
BASQUE?
BASQUE.
Oh, like cheesecake?
Yes.
Oh.
That's where that's from. Yeah.
No way. I love
Yeah.
that. Basque cheesecake is
Yeah.
fire.
And they have their own language.
Fascinating.
Yeah. And they say they can't even trace the language to any other language on earth.
Really?
So it's kind of fascinating, you know? I mean, at the time, years ago, they were trying to secede from Spain, so they had a lot of
been their own thing, kind of
terrorist kind of bombs,
Ooh,
trying to do that.
crazy.
You know, but now they've toned down. I think they've like all the terrorist groups have. Well, in Europe, like in Ireland, they had the IRA, or trying to
Wow.
secede
Yeah.
their bombs and stuff like that. But it's like, I don't know, they've all chilled, which
like,
is a good thing.
Yeah, we don't need
But
all that. So.
I heard the food's really good up there, and they say like when I went back, when I was there in Madrid, my last name Lagasca, they're like, oh, that's Basque,
And you're like, thank you?
I'm like,
okay,
okay,
right?
I guess so.
He was like, you're one of us, yeah.
From the north, So, there was like this famous Lagasca. He was, actually they said he was like the first president of the Americas.
Interesting.
Yeah, Pedro de Lagasca. The king
Lagasca.
sent him, and to quell some sort of rebellion amongst the other colonizers there, or what do they call them? Conquistadores.
Oh, yes.
Conquistadores. And because they were trying to rebel against the king or something like that, so he went there, built up an army, and kind of took over and got it back to the king, and brought it into justice, and yeah. So it's just like a history of that in South America. I guess.
Wow, you did your history when you were traveling.
Yeah,
man.
I know.
Because if you would have asked me what happened in Thailand, it stays in Thailand. I'll tell you. I don't know any other history besides that. So I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Sweden too. I don't know about the architecture like that.
Right,
I just know it's tall. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. Whoa, yes, man. Tell me about Sidewalks Entertainment, though.
Oh, that was like a side thing. Like a friend of mine, she's involved in the industry as well, and she was part of our ministry, and she was like the hostess for this program that she produced and put together through Sidewalks, and so she asked a few of us who wanted to be part of the production team. So that's all he did.
Oh wow, okay, but you did a little marketing too, and
Marketing
for the marketing rep.
Marketing rep.
That's what I saw online.
On what? Where are you finding this?
On LinkedIn. I swear I found it on LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn?
Yes, marketing representative.
Marketing representative. I mean, you use marketing like in my financial services. You always have to market. Right?
Okay, sure. Well, let's say. That's what I found.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, it's all about connections in any industry. You know, you never know what opportunity, and sometimes you say yes, and it leads to something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe nothing, but also it just leads you to different things and different opportunities, man.
Just meeting people and
Absolutely. How did you get into the neighborhood council, though, man?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a fascinating one. I didn't know you were part of that.
That's when I went. I lived in Hollywood. I lived in Redondo Beach for the longest time. Then I moved to Hollywood because I was going to go to the songwriting school, which is in North Hollywood.
Yes.
And so I didn't want to commute from Redondo Beach all the way to North Hollywood.
That's fair,
you know? Mm-hmm. And so I said, okay. And I mean, there was a whole story of how I got into the songwriting. It's because I had this dream, and it was a song. And I believe the Lord gave it to me.
Wow.
You know, because I could see like the sheet music, floating in front of me. I could hear the chorus and the melody and everything, And I woke up and I was like, okay, I got to record this and try to remember it in the morning, And so I figured, okay, I'm supposed to be a songwriter. So I'm going to move.
Wow.
I'm going to go to songwriting school
insane.
To become a songwriter. And so that's what I did.
Wow. And then that's how you got the council and everything. Wow.
Yeah. So, exactly. So I was in East Hollywood, and this guy I met like at a coffee shop. They had like a police officer come and speaking to the public and stuff like that. And he said, "Hey, have you ever thought about the neighborhood council?" And I don't know if people know about LA. They have like I think 96 neighborhood councils all throughout Los Angeles.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah. Why not 100?
Different groups. Yeah, I don't know.
You ready to add 4 more?
Right.
Add 4 more.
And so and they represent. They're like a liaison with the public and the city council of Los Angeles. So we would have meetings decision making and stuff. Once a month we have a meeting.
Okay.
Invite the community to come out. Talk about stuff that's going on. They can talk about their grievances or what they want. Then we bring that back to the city.
Oh, that's nice to actually make some change, right? Yeah. Whether it's like maybe some park stuff or like trash around. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's so cool. Look at you, man.
It was quite the experience.
Helping the community. Look at you.
Yeah, it was quite the experience.
Have you always been a community-oriented kind of guy?
I guess so. It was because my dad again was involved, in the community and did a lot of activism on behalf of the Filipino community, and so that kind of stuck with me. I guess,
that's awesome. And we did talk a little about the church stuff.
Oh yeah,
in Texas. You told me a little bit about the story when we first met. Tell me a little bit more about the whole.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
Moving to Texas.
I found this church when I was living in Hollywood.
Okay.
And at the time, I thought, well, maybe. Was this a whole ruse of having the song "Moving to Hollywood" so I could find this church?
Okay. Yeah. It's like it's connecting the dots.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, it was because they were meeting in Koreatown.
Oh.
Yeah.
PTSD over here.
Korean church. This Korean pastor. The main pastor of this church was not Korean. He's Caucasian, of course, but.
Of course, it's killing me.
Yeah,
of course. Of course.
Wait, cut that out.
That kills me. That kills me, man. That kills me.
But because I don't speak Korean, but I would know what they were saying.
Okay. I don't speak Korean, but this brother does not look Korean right here. Oh my God, that's like if you go to a black church and you're like, why is that guy Japanese? Like,
right.
Well, what does he know that we don't? Oh, that's funny. Okay, so the white pastor.
Yeah, so he was the pastor of this church, and they were actually in Victorville, which is a high desert.
Okay.
You're familiar with that?
No, I'm not in Victorville. Okay.
Yeah, high desert, way up you have to climb at the mountain at the very top. There's this desert up there, these different cities up there. So I actually moved there for like 2 years. I lived in a house with like 25 of us with 2 bathrooms and, but it was great. All we did was we just studied, had Bible studies, just study the Word.
How many years was this?
I was with the ministry for about 8 years.
Oh wow, you're a
Yeah.
committed man.
It was different because, like, I remember I was living in Hollywood. I was going to different churches, and I just couldn't find anything that
Like spoke to you a little
spoke
bit,
to
yeah.
me, you know. And when I first went to visit him in Koreatown, because a friend of mine actually I had met from another church invited me. She said, "Yeah, we're meeting here. You should come." So I went, and they were talking about the early church, which I've never heard before. You know,
Mm.
the early church is the first 300 years of Christianity.
Okay, okay.
And so these early church fathers were the disciples of the original 12 apostles. So, and of course they learned from Jesus, you know, so that teaching was pure.
Mm.
And then, you know, something happened in 325, which was, you know, the Roman Catholic Church came into being.
That's the T right there. That's
Yeah. And they brought in all these different other, you know, ideas and theology and just
Mhm.
kind of changed everything. And so today there's like 39,000 different, you know,
Yeah,
Christian
there's so many,
denominations.
dude.
You know?
Oh my goodness! When I'm in Indonesia, man, like my family,
Yeah.
I don't even know what exact denomination they are, but there's just so much
Yeah.
happening. One church is like one way, some
Exactly.
sing, some don't, some
Mhm.
have different like ideologies and stuff. So it's like it's a lot,
Yeah.
man. I feel like every church has to have like a pamphlet in the beginning,
Right.
in the front of the doors, like we
This
are
is
this,
our
and these
faith.
are our
Yeah.
3 exact values or
Yeah.
something. So
Yeah.
yeah, because Mormon is also a part of Christianity,
Considered Christian,
right?
yeah.
Consider
One of
other.
the denominations, yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't know
that's
if they would
crazy.
consider themselves that, but you know,
You
yeah,
know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
they would.
It's
Yeah.
kind of crazy how like
Mm-hmm.
out of one thing it just derives so many different
Yes.
variations, man. You
And
know,
that's
through
why
history.
for the first 300 years they didn't have that. It was like one faith,
Mm.
the unity of faith. They believed in the same thing, taught the same thing. You know, I mean, it was taught by Jesus, so
Yeah.
you know, it had to be right. You know,
Uh-huh.
and so we were learning all that. We were learning Hebrew, the Hebrew
Man,
letters.
you learn all these languages, bro.
Yeah,
Come on
I
now.
mean, just the letters and stuff, because there's deep meaning in Hebrew. They believe that each letter is like almost spiritual in itself, as it's a being.
Wow,
And
wow.
it
Okay.
has a breath and it has a life. You know, so when you put all these letters together, it forms another word that has something powerful. You know, spiritually that could be interpreted.
Mhm.
And so that's why it's important to go back to that, because you know it was all written. The Old Testament was written, you know, by Hebrew people. So there's a mindset that you have to kind of know, you know, just like any other culture, right? Like if you were to try to read a book, I don't know how familiar with an Indian culture. I always use that as an example, but you know, and they're using all these symbology and you know things from their culture in the
Mhm.
book. You wouldn't really understand what they're saying.
Oh, definitely not.
You know?
Yeah.
And so that's the same thing with reading the Bible, because if you don't understand that symbology or symbolisms and what their thinking is in the culture, you can kind of misinterpret it. And that's why I think that's why there's all these different fragments, and because they're all trying to interpret it from a Western standpoint, a Greek mindset versus a Hebraic mindset, and so it kind of you know corrupts it a little bit.
No, definitely. And I think, like, for example, for like Islam, they like to keep it true to
Mm-hmm.
the Quran with the exact Arabic, you know, and not even just Arabic now, but the traditional way. Because, like you were mentioning, how things can get like varied after different interpretation,
Yes.
different like ways. Even our English now, I mean, the slang kids say nowadays. That's how I was saying that the kids nowadays, or like my sibling, my younger sibling, like my sister, telling me slang I've never heard. I'm like,
Oh,
who
really?
invented
Yes.
skibbity? Like,
Skibbity.
like how is that even a word in English?
Yeah.
You know, like it's the same language, right?
Right.
Only like 10 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine 100 years
yeah.
apart. You know, it's
Yeah.
so that's what I think. It's also cool that you like you are telling people that, because like
Mhm.
people forget how different languages can be, like with
Yes.
slang and just interpretation
Yeah.
and all the different stuff. Man, you were really studying for 8+ years over there.
I
man.
know.
Look at you, man. What does a day-to-day look like over there? Did you guys wake up the same time, early morning?
Well, I mean, if there was a
Push-ups with the Bible or
if
something?
there was a Bible study, then we'd wake up for that. You know,
How early was the
We were
Bible study?
encouraged to try to go to that, like 8 o'clock.
Okay.
You know, nothing crazy. I know there was some weird things that went on, but what I got out of it was a deeper understanding of how to study the Bible.
Nice.
That's what I can say. That like the tools to use, the Bible study tools, how to break down words and know a little bit about the symbolism and Hebraic thought, so you can kind of understand. Like one example is I always tell people, like how we say, my future is in front of me, my past is behind me, right? But in Hebraic thought, it's opposite.
Really? How
Yeah.
so?
So my future is behind me, my past is in front of me because I can see my past. I've experienced it. But my future is behind me because I can't see it yet.
Oh my God.
So just with that, and there's other things too.
Wow. I never thought of that. You're right, man.
And so if you're trying to interpret the Bible from a Greek or a Western, lens, you can kind of get it wrong because you don't understand the culture.
Yeah. I really like that because, with the past thing, like we do see it because literally we could watch 5 seconds before this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then the future of when we have unlimited budget for all the flowers on the patty show, we can't see that just yet, producer, executive producer.
Though.
I know. Peek in the corner, somebody. But no, wow, man. That's so. This man over here, you actually were legit for those 8 years, I guess. My fault, my man.
I learned something.
The accent too, partner.
Yeah. Houston.
How is Houston different from like LA, man? Tell me the difference. I've never been to Houston at all.
Just big difference. I mean, weather, obviously. It's very hot, humid over there.
It's more humid, huh, over there? Okay.
Yeah. I didn't like the weather. The only reason I was there, I would probably never move there, like just on my own.
Sorry, Houston.
Yeah, I mean, I love Houston. It was great.
Yeah.
The people are great. Mm-hmm. It became like the third largest city. It beat out Chicago.
Did it really? Oh, I didn't know. Congrats.
Population-wise.
Yeah.
And they have somewhat of a foodie scene.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Is that also where they have a lot of Vietnamese people?
Yes.
For I know like
a lot of Vietnamese
I've heard.
There.
Yeah, my brother loves like pho. There's this one spot he just is obsessed with. So he's like, I'm gonna go to Texas now.
Oh, right.
Pho,
I mean, there's a lot, of course, in Southern California.
Yeah,
like,
but I hear in Texas there's a lot though.
Yeah, Westminster, I guess, is in Garden Grove, right?
That's fascinating. How did they get there?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just they accepted all the boat people.
Yeah,
when they.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Man, this food is good. Y'all can stay." Yeah, it's like. Y'all can say, bring your cousins. How about that?
Yeah, right.
Bring your cousins. It's so fascinating. I think about that, like, a cool superpower would be, like, kind of traveling through history without changing it, though, because I feel like it would be, because then that's, like a godly power. Imagine if you can change what happened, like, 5 minutes ago, 50 minutes or whatever.
Go back in time.
Yeah, something crazy like that. But, like, if you could, like, live through, like, the migration of different stuff, seeing how... the Vietnamese people maybe went to Houston and stuff like that, or like when the people in Koreatown, like the Koreans were moving here in LA and everything, how different it was. Maybe the purity. Of course, there's like the sad part of like other stuff happening.
Right.
I think it's just so fascinating.
The history of it all. Yeah, it is fascinating.
History can be fascinating, guys. Okay, you don't need to sleep.
People migrating. Yeah,
I know it's a really unique thing, man. Look at you, man, Mister, you're teaching us all today.
Yeah,
should have been a teacher.
Right.
But you did finance. You were a finance. What's it called? Financial
consulting.
Consulting.
Yeah, financial services.
Was that straight out of college? Is this how you got that?
Right out of college? No, because I did the U.S. Air Force ROTC. I went into the Air Force for 4 years.
Thank you for service, sir.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did that for 4 years, and then after I got out, then I pretty much started the financial services.
Nice. So you said 4 years in the Air Force?
Yeah, 4 years in the Air Force.
Man, how was that? Like, whoop, he said, beep, beep, beep.
See, that was it. Because Air Force is different. They have this branch where it's like research and development, and I was on a satellite program.
Oh, okay.
It was right here in El Segundo.
Oh, really? Wow, right there, yeah.
Yeah. El Segundo in the South Bay. That's why I lived in Redondo Beach.
Oh, dude. Okay, this makes sense.
It's right there, the South Bay. So I did my 4 and just kind of stayed there, and then got into this financial services. Yeah.
Wow, look at that, man. So you didn't have to fly all the time, every so often?
We flew a desk.
Oh, there we go. Office job.
My weapon was a pen.
There we go. Hey, the pen is a dangerous weapon, man.
Exactly.
The theater.
Pen is mightier than the sword, like they say.
It really is. I mean, Twitter fingers now, people start wars because of it.
Exactly.
If you know what I'm saying, Well, that's so cool, man. And then you just switched to the for the financial stuff, though. Let me ask you this as a financial consultant, you said?
Yeah.
my friend is a late 20s gig worker trying to make money for the
Okay.
family.
Yeah.
Let's say he's trying to make double his income the past year.
Uh-huh.
How would he approach this best?
How would he double his income?
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a good question. So we didn't like financial consulting is we work with investments. So once you have the money, we don't teach you how to get the money.
Okay. You know let's say he already has some investments in a brokerage account.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we can help him with that. Just you'd have to talk to him, find out what his goal is, and then based on his goal, kind of develop a plan.
A plan. Okay.
But we always say like protection first, because there's no use in trying to save all this money and invest in everything like that if something, God forbid, happens and takes you out.
That's true. That's true.
So we sell
Health
life
is-
insurance, we sell disability insurance. You have to have your health insurance.
Yeah. You can't.
Get all the protection in place, and then you build from there. That's kind of like they have this financial pyramid, and it's always protection first on the base, on the foundation, and then you build up on that.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot on like YouTube. They have a lot of those what's his name? I think he's from Texas too, maybe. The bald guy, the white guy. He's really famous. Really famous. I can't think of his name. What is? I literally just saw a video of him. Oh my goodness. He always talks about like not having credit cards.
Okay. I think I know who
country
you're talking
accent a
about,
little
but I
bit.
forgot what his
I
name
forgot his name because he has like a school of people that also teaches his like financial teachings. Oh my god, it's sticking. But yeah, so like I think a lot for him, he had something like the emergency fund is really important.
Have a 6 months worth of living expenses saved up just in case something happens. So yeah, all that basic, and we help people put that plan together.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, people think it's like we're talking about with the whole acting, like it's it's just this common knowledge. A lot of people don't know that, unfortunately.
They don't.
Like I was raised like my family, like first gen, they moved here and they didn't really have the best finances and everything. So like I kind of learned that later in life about that, savings funds and everything.
Right.
And let's just say not all the kids were plans, so so I kind of understood that. I was the oldest. And then my brother also like helped me understand that too, and we were just kind of going through it together. So I think it's really important for people to realize like it's not as obvious as people think, but also like you're not alone. If you ask the right people, they'll help you out there. And thankfully now there's a lot more information.
Yeah, there is.
The thing is though, there's a lot of also some bad information out there. So don't don't go crazy on crypto. I'll tell you.
Oh yeah.
Like some people go a little crazy on that stuff.
Right. So Bitcoin,
all that crazy. I mean, they just had that like crazy dip. Yeah. And I was like, that must.
And then just hearing about how it might have started. It's just I don't know if we want to go into that right now, but
that sounds stressful though. I'm not gonna lie, like all that stuff. I'm like, I just can't deal with all that stuff.
Yeah.
But you also have your own, I guess, company for that. Then you're for financial stuff, like your own business.
Yeah, it's my own practice.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just call it ADL Financial.
Oh, because the name, huh?
Agency.
That's cool, man. I was like, what does ADL stand for? I'm like, Asian,
right?
Dominican, Latino. I was like,
oh, I just realized it's like Anti-Defamation League.
maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't mean it. When you started that practice, how was the process like for like maybe the people that want to do that type of work?
Well, I first started like in a life insurance company.
Okay, so you kind of
they had
the ins and outs.
Really great training. I don't know if I want to see the name of it, but
he's like, because I'm not with them anymore.
Yeah, but they were a good company that was known for training new agents, and so they put you through the whole system of how to cultivate clients and to grow your business and things like that, And then after a while, I just moved on. A few of us moved on. We just kind of formed together and we became independent brokers. And so we say that we can sell any product that meets, that suits our clients. Because if you're with a big company, they want you to sell their products. And sometimes it doesn't fit what people want.
What the client, no, that's definitely
what
true.
Their needs are, their goals are, and things like that. So I enjoyed better being a independent producer.
Oh, nice, man. So yeah, and you can make your own choices. Like, instead of giving them this type of insurance, you're like, oh, but this will fit A better because of
Exactly.
X, Y, and Z or whatever.
Yes.
The other companies are like, this one gives you the most commission, my man. Don't you want that money? Don't you want that money?
Exactly.
And you do. So
And you win trips, and if you
Yeah.
sell this,
I mean,
and all
that's
that
the
stuff.
thing. Like, a lot of my friends used to work for, I forget what insurance company it was, but it's the incentives too, like the whole corporate stuff, and like,
Yeah.
no offense to people that work corporate. I kind of work corporate too right now, actually. But it's like being your own boss and like having I guess, the agency to do what you want in those decisions is really nice. It is a little stressful because then you're like, you don't know what's certain. There's no
Yeah.
certainty, but the beauty is that like it's your decision and you won't feel like messed up that you're pushing a different agenda,
Right.
kind of thing. You kind of have your own autonomy to be like, hey, I promote this because I actually believe in this, not because I'm like trying to go to Bali for vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Bali package kind of thing. You also were a lead strategist, or are still lead strategist
Lead strategist.
for Aspen Creek?
Oh, that's who I'm with now.
Oh, with
actually.
now.
Yeah.
There we go.
They're a financial
Pinnacle
service firm.
planning process.
Yeah.
A lot of P's right there. See, you knew about the fashion show.
Right.
He knew already. Pinnacle planning
Planning
process.
process.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Look at you, man.
So,
A better way. Philosophy.
Yes.
As I say.
Oh yeah. You did your homework, didn't you?
I'm passionate
You're
about this. I was like,
computer researching.
I know, I was looking everywhere. I'm like, where's my boy Anthony out here? He's like, wait, is he on OnlyFans too? ADL? ADL? BBL. Oh, ADL equals BBL. We got him, guys. We found him. Mom, don't watch this part, please. Thank you very much. But yeah, man, the pinnacle planning process. Did you coin that term, or was that?
No, that was
okay. I was like,
part of
that's
Aspen
clever.
Creek.
That's clever.
Yeah.
That's because I like that pinnacle. So like the height of the planning and wow.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a good group. They have some good strategies and products. So yeah, it's good to be affiliated with them.
Wow, shout out to them, man. Planning is important for a lot of fields.
yeah.
Of course, acting. Let's get to the acting, man. Life and death. She cut off her daughter's life. So, he was in the Air Force, in the financial world. Now a doctor? Doctor show?
Played a doctor. So
man, tell me about that experience.
I finally became a doctor.
I know, she must be so proud.
I know.
How was that experience channeling a doctor, man?
It was fun. It was something that I always wanted, to do, and it's like one of my brands, I guess you call it. Like
what do you like typecast?
Yeah, like a doctor, a lawyer, accountant, businessman. That's kind of I wear a suit and stuff.
Okay.
That's kind of what
I was
pegged as, kind of, and so like right now I'm watching The Pit.
That's the one that's
man,
like,
I want to be on that show.
Yeah. Hey, man,
it's funny they got some Filipinos on there too.
Oh, there we go.
They're like talking Tagalog and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
And they're trying to make it real because like a lot of Filipinos in the medical.
Especially nurses. Like a lot of my friends that are nurses, most of them are Filipinos.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the homies out there.
Right.
We miss y'all. You're doing the thing. The Pit is good. That's the one where each episode is like another hour in the day.
Of the day.
So if you, that one's
whole
crazy.
Season, yeah.
That one won a lot of awards. I think.
I think.
Like
didn't he win Noah Weil? I think he won. I thought he won a Golden Globe.
Probably. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. The Golden
right?
Globes were like a couple weeks. Yeah. That one's insane. I need to watch all of it, but yeah, shout out
Have you seen it at all?
I've seen some clips of it because my friends were telling me about how good
Very
it is.
graphic, though,
Yeah, like they try to make it real, right?
Yeah. I mean, they show, like, operation, cutting it, the skin separating, the clamp opening.
Yeah,
like, whoa.
That's tough, yeah.
And one part was, like, the most graphic I've ever seen was this lady was having a baby, and they actually show the baby's head coming out. I was like, what?
How did they even get that?
I know. I mean, it was I don't know. Yeah, it had to be a fake baby, right?
It's crazy. Well, I mean, like, I haven't fully watched it, but a lot of my friends that are in the healthcare, like, I have shout out my girl Rachel. She's a labor and delivery nurse.
Oh.
And so she's seen it. Everything.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So
I'm sure.
The fact that it looks realistic for, like, people like her, then they're doing something. That TV movie magic is...
Yeah.
Woo, man.
We call it FX.
Yes, sir. The FX, man. Man, so Dr. Showing. What kind of special effects did you have to handle with?
With that one? Just the fake blood, and then pretending I was like in surgery, working on this girl. The story is this. I think what was she, 10? 5-year-old fell from a building.
Oh, damn.
You know, like a 5-story building or something.
Goodness
like that.
gracious, dude.
Yeah, and it's a heartbreaking story because like they found her and they were trying to get her to the hospital with the ambulance and everything, and it just so happens this lady was like blocking their way because she was going the wrong way, and they accidentally hit her car, and she's like this really, really rich lady.
Oh,
she had been drinking and stuff, and
just add an extra layer of craziness right there.
And then she's just delaying them from getting to the hospital, and every minute counts. Like for that situation.
True. Every second.
And
counts.
it turns out the lady was her mother.
Oh, bruh.
So this the whole drama at the hospital.
Bruh, no.
She finds out it's her daughter, and then she was been trying to prevent them from going to the hospital and saving and all this stuff and talking crap about it's just some cheap the parents don't even care about her anyway, that's why she fell, and that's her daughter.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I was like, wow. Different story.
Man, that's a
twist.
that's a different twist right there, man. Y'all gotta watch him on it.
Yeah,
Killing it, bro. Ooh, man, dude.
On Flare Flow, I guess it's.
Okay, damn, dude, that's insane, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
When you were doing like the fake operation stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you've never done like an operation.
Never, no.
As an actor, how do you make it look realistic then? What do you channel? Like you trying to cut off your meat when you're eating? Like
yeah, I mean you're not really cutting anything. You're just like kind of holding it, by the body.
Steady a little bit, okay.
Yeah. And the camera's just kind of up a little bit. They put the blood everywhere on the, then you have like a cotton swab. They put blood on it like you're, dipping it into her, putting it in the little pan, things like that. Yeah. So
wow,
that was an interesting, and I had my first gig that I had lines,
Hey, congrats! It's fun, man.
And it was significant lines. I mean, I put that in my reel, just kind of.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, did you also have to say a lot of the jargon then, like the crazy phrases doctors say? Nothing crazy.
Not
like
crazy
the artery of the.
group. Yeah, no.
Thank God, that would be tough.
I know
man.
that would be tough.
Dude.
When I watched The Pit and they're like talking all this medical jargon, like whoa, they really had to practice that off their tongue,
I know. When it's roles that challenge you, it's hard during it, but it's fun like after. I did a role when I played a 65-year-old retired lawyer. Like
wow.
Yeah. So they did the whole makeup and everything.
No way.
Yeah, it was. Luckily, we didn't have to like talk about like the lawyer's jargon and all that stuff. But it's just basically also another sad one where I tell my workaholic daughter that like some big news. Don't want to spoil too much because it's coming out soon. But
Is
yeah,
that
man.
TV show or
short film.
Short film.
Yeah, coming out soon. But it was more of an emotional thing than like learning the language of a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm glad I didn't have to deal with because there were just so many layers to this character that it was tough. I imagine having to do like learning about the different law stuff, and it's too much. I took like half of a day of a law class, man, randomly. One of my prep
for this role?
Kind of actually.
Yeah,
so one of my personal training clients actually is a lawyer. A lot of my clients are like either lawyers, architects, or like busy professionals. That's why I train them at like 5 a.m. So I'm up at like 4:15. Right. Shout out to all my early morning clients. They're all killing it out there. But he's this law professor at LMU. Gary Williams, 70 plus years old. He looks super young. He's the homie. He always hooks me up with like Celsius, nicest guy. He's like, hey, you should come by for a class just to see how it is. And I'm like, let me try it out. I go into LMU. He gives me free parking. That's already a love language in LA. Yeah. Ooh, especially it's in downtown, so it's popping. Okay. They're talking about like character evidence because he focuses more on criminal law. And it was actually pretty fascinating. I only stayed on half the class because I'm like, I don't know if I understand most of the language everyone's saying. It's a different language.
It's a different language.
They started saying some other stuff in the case studies they were doing. I'm like, okay, you sure it's not gibberish? But they were talking about like character evidence and how like in court you can use someone's character for or against them. Like you can ask, let's say, your friend in Hollywood at the school, like, oh, how was Anthony back in what year? So yeah, he used to always come on time. He was always like this or whatever. Or he's like, yeah, he's always late. You know him. It's Anthony, unreliable, always hungover. Right, yeah. And then they can like use that obviously if it's like some. Sure. So I paid attention, guys. Let's go, Mom. first one in the family that went to law school
There you go.
for free. So talk to me nice, you know. But I still need to upgrade for the flowers and the executive producer stuff. So it's okay though.
It's coming.
It's coming eventually.
Right?
But yeah, man, I love.
Look back there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it's coming. But yeah, doing those roles, man, is fun. Like, cause you get to really like do the research and stuff like that. So.
Did you have to like do something with your hair because you have the long hair?
So, yeah, so they put it just really tight on it and add some grays to it and everything.
Oh.
It looks cool, man. I don't know if I have any clips
like
because
tight as a bun or.
Yeah, pretty close to it. It looks like
really?
a messy hair thing kind of thing. You didn't really see the bun like that, so it looked like I just had like the like
longish hair.
Yeah, longish hair, kind of like older gentleman kind of thing. So
okay,
it's exciting. When it comes out, it's gonna be so fun. I had my director on the podcast. It's a good episode. Shout out to my.
So how did you get that role?
So that one was another connection thing. So my brother has worked with her before. I think she was a producer for another production that he was in, that he was acting. I can't remember exactly, but she was looking for an Indonesian speaker that could play that role, and it's hard to find that. It's very niche, but they picked me, and they obviously had to do the effects and everything. My hands were too young.
Yeah.
Shout out to my makeup artist Sarah.
Wow.
She gave me all the compliments because she's like, it's gonna take a while because Patty's too young, and I'm like, thank you. I think, right? Yeah, it's a compliment for this time, but for them, they were having that.
I mean, for 27 to be 65.
Yeah, man, it was. And funny enough, we actually had a scene that, with everyone, if you guys don't know, with like shooting any type of TV or films like that, sometimes you record like the last scene before the first scene. So there was like out of order and stuff. There was one scene where we went back to like one of the end scenes, and my hands were already kind of like not as decrepit.
Oh.
Right? And it's just this. And they're like, oh, we're going to have to, it's like, Patty, just put your hand over this, or like put a glass, because we didn't have time to put the extra makeup on. So yeah, I think there's like one scene, you'll just see my hands like, something like that.
Gosh.
Movie magic. Shout out to the film. I love acting, man. Acting's so fun. It's
so cool.
The behind the scenes stuff. I mean, like when we were on set, man, you know how much fun it is? The food was so good, dude.
Yeah.
The vibes. Man, like I said, that 2 day set.
Crew. Yeah.
I said the singing, man, Mr. Karaoke Master. I saw you on Instagram though doing some karaoke. Where was that?
I did,
man?
Yeah. That was for our my agency's my talent agency's Christmas party.
Nice. Okay.
So we did. Yeah, went to.
Shout out to them, SoCal Talent.
SoCal Talent.
SoCal Talent.
Agency.
Yes, sir. Y'all rep a lot of great people there. Keep doing your thing, y'all.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about your businessman role though. I love you more than life.
Oh.
Tell me about that, Mr. Businessman.
That was an interesting one. I mean, I didn't have a line in that one. So it was more like just acting, reacting, I guess.
Do you think it's harder as someone with no lines or with lines? What do you think?
I think it's definitely harder with lines. I mean, it was for me. I mean, I remember because that was like my first time, and I was like so scared. I was so
it's a lot
nervous.
of pressure, man. Yeah.
And like, especially when I had to come out, I don't know if you've seen the clip, but I come out of the surgery room, operating room, and I had to face like the 5 people who were there, and tell them like how the girl's they're doing, what her condition is, and they were all like these veteran actors. Like I did research on IMDb. Oh my God, they're in this and this. They had so many credits and stuff, and here I am, like,
hi,
like having to come out, like, and they're all like staring at me, like, okay.
It's a lot of pressure,
yeah, it was a lot of pressure. But it's funny because like I like we rehearsed it, and I kept messing up, and so the director, okay, let's just do it, and I nailed it.
Hey, there we go.
In one take.
That's awesome, dude.
I did it, And
it's also so nice because you're done with it. You're like,
so and then she comes out. She goes, "That's it, we got it." And everybody's like, "Wow!"
That's the best thing. Hey,
yeah,
because
usually she always say, "Okay, do another take." And but that was like just one take. It's like, all right,
dude, that's amazing, man. Wow,
it just flowed, Just once it started, yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. A lot of it is in your head, kind of thing, and. I mean, I get like that too. Like even with the podcast or anything, I always get nervous all the time. Even though like I'm seeing my homies, my people. Like I literally had an episode. I remember I talked about it with my family. It was like my 2 cousins and my little brother. Like they've known me all my life, and I still get nervous. But it's because like I've come to realize it's because I really want to do good at the thing, whether it's
Yeah.
acting or podcast or whatever it is. And if there's a little pressure, I think it can be healthy. When it's
Yeah.
unhealthy is when you completely shut down.
Right.
You know, where you're like, imagine like I started, welcome back to the,
And you can't say anything.
and I'm just like, you know, like hiding.
Frozen. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, there's always gonna be some sort of like pressure, because you know, like
Yeah.
they say, pressure makes
Mhm.
diamonds, kind of thing. You need that to challenge yourself, to grow. And I mean, you pivot into the whole acting, so that's why I have so much praise for you, man. That's not easy, dude, because like doing something all your life, you know, in church.
Oh yeah.
It's big, man. Mad respect, man. Flowers to you for that, man. I hope it inspires y'all to do it too. It's never too late, you know.
Mhm.
He's only 35. Like, you know, you got a lot of
Just a
35.
youngin.
35. Right?
Yeah.
35. Yeah, 35. You know, you can do it if you're 25, 22, you're 12. Like, pivot.
It's really just following your passion.
Yeah, no, that's so
Doing
true.
what you love.
Yeah, you know, and I feel like the word passion has a bad rep. Everyone's always like, find your passion. Is it an Easter egg? I'm like, I get that side of it where people are like, yeah. But the thing is, we're very passionate beings because passion is also energy. You know, like the movie Passion of the Christ. You know,
right?
Passion is really like energy, the flow of it. So whenever I think of passion, I'm like, it's not just one. That's why whenever I say in the beginning, it's like multi-passionate, because we have different things. Like, you like to sing, you like to model, you like to learn about the Bible more. Like, it's not just one thing.
Yeah.
If we, what is that? Oh,
It's like multifaceted.
Yeah. Exactly,
Yeah.
multifaceted as like human beings, and
Yeah.
that's the beauty of it. That's why we have this podcast, and our first talking point. Yeah, I know we kind of went all over.
I know we did.
I told you, man. I told you. Yes.
That was fun though.
Yeah. See, that's how we did. Now we know about our boy over here. Our first talking point on passion, breaking the mold. Okay. What's a rule that you had to unlearn to follow your passion, man? Because that whole like finance stuff, military background to acting that's a flip flop. What's something that you had to unlearn?
Good question. So what did I have to unlearn? Well, I guess what I learned was that like a lot of the rules that were taught, you know, they weren't really our rules, and we just kind of accepted it. And they could be rules that were something that our parents believed, you know, society, culture, and you just kind of accept it as, okay, I'm going to accept that rule and just apply it in my life and just follow along with it.
Yeah.
You know, and not really taking into account like what is your personal preference.
Wow.
You know, and so having to unlearn that. I mean, I did, you know, I did what I had to do. I did my financial services. You know, met with people, established a profession.
Yeah.
You know,
5-star reviews, by the way. I checked on Yelp. Yes. Woo. Shout out to Marco.
Wow, you really checked everything.
Marco 792. He says you have a great. I forgot what he said exactly on the review, but Marco said something good about you. Yep, okay. Something good about you. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Marco.
Yes.
Yeah. So you know, so that's kind of what I had to unlearn, because I did my thing and I followed the script, did what I was supposed to do, and then I started thinking about, you know, because I did have a part of me where I was very creative, right? Like we talked about.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
But I never really delved into it. Like fully, and so I decided this is the time to do it, because you know, like I'm getting older and I don't want, like, if I think 10 years from now, am I going to have any regrets?
That's a good question to ask. Yeah.
Am I going to have any regrets for not doing something? You know, like, what if I had done this? And then always wondering and never knowing, because you never did it.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't want to be in that position. I'm like, okay, I'm going to try, and you know, if I flop, then at least I tried.
Yeah,
you know,
you can't get the regret from that anymore, because you're like, hey, I tried it.
I tried it.
You know,
I did it. I took that risk. You know, I did what we had to do.
Yeah.
And
it's the beauty of life.
To see what happens. Yeah.
He took that risk, and he's on the Patty Show podcast. Look at that.
Right.
Look at that, man. I love it. Second talking point on pleasure, my man. Okay.
Okay.
Permission to play. Okay. What's a pleasure that you used to feel guilty about, but now fully embrace?
So that would be my acting. Yeah. Because there was a time where I did take some acting classes, like maybe 20 years ago, and
when you were 15?
Yeah, exactly.
15.
Child actor.
Yes.
But but everything around me, friends, family, parents said, "What are you talking about? You're not gonna,
Yeah.
why would you want to do that?" And it was a little, maybe even back then though, it was a little tougher. I was thinking about this because, especially for an Asian,
Yeah, it's
trying to get into
yeah.
break into the industry back then, even
Oh my
now
God.
it's still kind of. I
Now-
mean,
now
now it's a little
bit better,
easier.
but like there's
Yeah.
still that kind of like there's still the wall there a little bit,
There's still right, and I remember like growing up, and David Carradine, he was on that show Kung Fu or something.
Oh yeah.
And he was a Caucasian guy, and they had to put makeup on
Yeah.
and make him with
I'm like-
slanted eyes, because they didn't have any
Yeah.
Chinese people,
Or they
I
didn't
guess,
want
or
to, like,
didn't want
yeah,
to.
that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and even like in MTV, I remember, when I was in college, when Michael Jackson came on, that was like the very first time that they had a person of color on MTV, and I think it was
What did he perform?
what song was that? It was the Thriller one, I think. It was
Thriller?
I think so.
That's a good song.
Yeah. But just the things like that, and so people putting that in my mind, and saying you can't do that. You have a practice, and that's not really feasible, and it's not practical, and, just stay in your lane.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of what we've been taught, that you go to school, you pick a career, you stay in the lane, and at some point you'll retire, and that's just like what's taught us. And so whenever you try to break that mold, I think people tend to put their fear upon you.
Oh
onto
wow,
you,
that's true. Yeah.
And they're like looking, and because they want to do it too, but they can't for some reason, and I understand it, because like some people have greater responsibility, not like I don't, but they have a family, they have kids, they have a mortgage and all this stuff, and to like say, you know what, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to acting, and do auditions, and hopefully do background work, and start all over. But I think one good thing about starting late though is that you have a lot of experience.
That's true.
So it's not
you can
like,
take out from different parts of your life.
Exactly. And so you're not starting over, you're really starting smarter.
Damn, okay, podcast. Damn, this your first podcast, bro? Damn! You gotta clip that one. That was a good one. I love, man. You hitting with all the gems right there. This is free for now, guys. So you got, man, dude, that's a good gem. Yeah, you're right, man. Starting smart. I agree with that too, because I took a little break from like entertainment and acting because I was traveling more. I graduated during COVID, so there was that gap where I didn't have a job. I had to go back home to Indonesia, see fam and all that stuff. And it felt like it was wasted time because I'm like, bro, I'm not making money. I'm not working. But all that travel stuff helped me connect with so many people when I moved to LA, doing all the different gigs and everything. So it all, like you said, it's not, you're doing it smarter, and just living life. The experience is really, it's what is it called? It's hard to find in a textbook. You can't. You just can't. You just gotta live it sometimes, and then now you're ready to be a doctor, or a businessman, or a lawyer.
Because that's what an actor does. He takes on a character, right? And so you have to meet all these different types of character throughout life, and you can kind of pull from that, and certain situations and experiences, you kind of put yourself into that to get that right emotion and to be real, be present.
Beautiful. Look at him, man. All the gems, man. Our final talking point on positivity, my brother, okay? Staying true on your path. What ritual helps you reconnect with the truth?
Well, I guess there's a number of things. I mean, I've started working out a little bit more.
Okay, play. I see
doing
the
my
guns.
re-hit,
Okay,
right?
I see you play. I know. I see the hits. Yeah, tell me about the hit routine. Actually, you were telling me.
So
a little bit.
what? It's called re-hit.
Re-hit.
Have you heard that?
No, actually, re-hit.
I think that's like reduced exertion, high intensity.
Reduce the hits. Reduce
right,
the hits.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you just go in. Oh, I'm telling you a secret here. You just go in and do like 20 seconds twice of high intensity,
like max effort.
Max effort for 20 seconds. 2 minutes warm up. Do the 20-second hit. Hit. 2 minute of cycling back down, and then 2 minutes again, and then 3 minute cool down. So it's like 7 minutes, and I'm in and I'm out.
Is it cycling?
Cycling, yeah, and it could be anything.
It could be rowing. Dude, well, that's the one thing. I've been adding more because I've been playing soccer more. But
Yeah.
have you heard of a Norwegian 4x4?
No.
So, I know it sounds kind of exotic. I know, it's like my time in Sweden, yeah? Norwegian 4x4 is 4 women, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's basically similar to that, but 4 minutes, pretty high intensity, but not full max for 4 minutes.
of high
Yeah.
intensity?
But more like 80 to 90%, so you're really pushing.
Okay.
The heart rate is like, I'd say, over 165 or something, so it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Then you do a little cool down-ish
Mm-hmm.
for 3 minutes, and then you repeat it 4 times. And I've been doing that with the cycling one, and it's been good for the heart.
For
man.
cycling.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because I play too much soccer, like my knee
Yeah.
sometimes is from the cutting and everything.
Right.
But it's fun. But like stuff like that is really cool because also mentally, you're like, oh, I can do it for a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Me doing 100% for 40 minutes, you tripping. Shout out to the marathon people.
Right, no.
Blessings, you know? So I believe like, not just because I'm a personal trainer, you know, here, but any type of fitness or movement is such a good key and ritual for like a healthy life, a good life. Whether you're a performer, whether you're not, you're a businessman, you're in finance, whatever. Because it also helps a lot with like unlocking the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Doing something challenging
Exactly.
and overcoming it makes you remember, oh, okay, it might be a crappy day at the office, the 9 to 5, but hey, at least I did a new record. I hit 20 extra seconds from this, or I increased the intensity. I picked up an extra 5 pounds or whatever. You accomplishing that is honestly so powerful, and that's when you get the change, the lifelong change.
Right.
And then you become a doctor in a series. We love that, man. Any fun projects?
From your mouth to God's ears.
Amen. Any new projects coming out that you can tease?
That I can tease? I haven't booked in a while, and but I get so many auditions. Like I have four to do. Like
we're
after
praying
this.
for you, man. We're praying for you.
It's like one of those got to hit. I'm thinking, and I want to get like more. I'm getting a lot of commercial auditions, but I want to do theatrical.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've done 2 of them, and I won't say which shows they were for now, but
hey, we'll talk off camera. But man, you got it, bro. You bring the energy. We're so grateful, man, because you brought all the knowledge to the Patty Show, man. Where can we find you, bro? What's your
on Instagram is Anthony Lagasca. Artist,
okay. LinkedIn is Anthony Lagasca.
Anthony Lagasca. Yeah.
And well, we're excited to support you always.
Oh, appreciate that.
On the Patty Show, we like to end with arigato, and you know what that means, right? But yeah, y'all, you can find this episode at Patty Show Podcast on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you enjoy podcasts. PattySetiati.com/podcast, PattyShow.podbean.com, and I got another special gift. So my cousin got me these business cards for my personal training. So if you know anybody, and also because this is pretty cool, I gotta show the people.
Look at
that. Got the little QR code and my info.
There you go.
5 a.m. personal trainer Patty online.
That's a nice card.
Thank you. In LA, and also hybrid if you're looking for that stuff. So at Patty Setiati Fitness, every day I post some inspiring fitness content, teaching you all about form, nutrition, all that good stuff, and good vibes. So, let's end the Patty Show with an arigato on 3. Whenever you're ready. 1, 2, 3. Arigato. Thank you, everybody. Woo!
Thanks for joining me on this episode of The Patty Show. I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring the crossing point of the 3 Ps: passion, pleasure, and positivity. If you want to keep the Patty Party going, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all social platforms at Patty Show Podcast. Share this episode and leave a positive review. PattySetiati.com/podcast, as well as PattyShow.podbean.com have got more of your Patty Show needs. In the meantime, keep passionately pursuing your personal paradise. Arigato.